friends, Amanda here. Welcome back to Handmade Now Hallmark and the first card of my Christmas card series for 2024. I'm super excited to bring you this card. I really enjoyed creating it and these images were super sweet to color. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to get my background all ready so it had a chance to dry, and I'm using some Neenah Desert Storm cardstock. I already have it pre-cut to the size that I'd like. It's slightly smaller than an A2 sized card, and I'm going to be using my favorite things dye inks today. This color I'm using is milk chocolate, and I wanted to create kind of like, so in my mind the idea behind this was like newspaper clippings, like the cartoons that are in the back of your newspaper. And I really was trying to channel that in my cards. So I wanted to make these pieces look like old newspaper. And so I'm just going in and adding this color around the edge here. You could definitely use distress inks if you'd like, any kind of ink that you have. You could also leave this out if you're not into that and just create a card without any of this distressing. So I'm just going around adding that ink in there, and it does dry back a little bit, so it won't be as intense. Once I had that done, I'm going to clean up my little mat here, and I'm going to stamp a text background on here using that same ink. So this is also from My Favorite Things. This is their Christmas text background. I'm not 100% sure if it's still available, but it might be. I'll make sure that I link to it below if it is. Or you could use any text background. Anything that has like a small type text or even large text is fine as well. Anything that you like. And I'm also like stamping it down, but then kind of wiping it away a little bit. And I'm not worried if I get a good impression on this. It's okay if it's not perfect because I want it to be kind of look like, again, old paper. So I'm going to go ahead and get my station all cleaned off here, and I want to add a little bit of snowflakes in the background, or a little bit of snow with some white gouache. My gouache is kind of starting to dry out. I don't know. I think I need to get a new tube, but it still worked out just fine. I spritzed it with some water, and I'm going to just splatter the back of these a little bit here and there. It does dry back a little bit because these inks by MFT are water reactive. So you could use like a Copic Opaque white or anything like that, but it does dry back just a little bit. Next, I have all of the images from the set stamped down. Well, yeah, I did do all of them. And I am going to color these in with my colored pencils. That seems like a really daunting task, but I was really in the mood to color with my colored pencils and just have a really relaxing afternoon. It did take me quite a while to color these, but I am going to leave all the coloring in for you. If you want to skip ahead, you're more than welcome to. But I am going to put on some music for you guys to enjoy, and I'll catch up with you when the coloring is all finished. Once the coloring was all finished, I went ahead and just trimmed these out. I really like that they're nice and square, so it was super easy to cut them out. And as you can see, some of the images I didn't actually use in my cards, so I can save those for other cards or, anything else that I'd like to do. So you could easily use a die to cut these out if you have a nice square die, but they are kind of sketchy, so they're not perfect squares, but you could definitely use anything that you like. Once I had the images selected that I wanted to use for both of my cards, I went ahead and cut out some snowflakes. These are the small snowflake dies from Simon Says Stamp, and I believe there's another one in here from Simon as well. Any snowflakes that you'd like to use, you don't have to use snowflakes. You could use embellishments. You could use anything that you like. I just like the idea of using these little snowflakes. I love the different sizes and shapes, and I think it really frames up these little images and adds some nice interest. And once I was happy with the arrangement, I am going to pop up a couple of the little squares and the snowflakes later on. I wanted to get my greetings all ready to go. I am using some of the same greetings from that same, excuse me, my favorite things set. This one is Selfies with Santa, if I didn't mention that before, but there are some really amazing sentiments in here, and the ones I'm going to be using today are the best part of the holidays is being together, and this really is the most wonderful time of the year. If you guys haven't been following my Christmas series for quite a while, I absolutely love it. Christmas is my favorite time of year. I've been a little bit behind on my videos. I had a lot of things going on in my life, and I'm really excited to be back creating. We recently got some better internet service, so I'll be able to upload my videos a lot faster to you guys. I don't have to wait until I can get somewhere with internet, which is really great. So I'm really looking forward to getting all of these videos uploaded for you guys for this year. This is my favorite series that I do, along with my Christmas in July series, so I'm really thankful that I can get this series out to you guys. So I just stamped down those greetings using some embossing ink, and I used Brutus Monroe Alabaster White embossing powder, and then just hit it with my heat gun, and I just trimmed it out with my scissors. I just fussy cut out those. I don't know if there is a die set for this. I don't believe that there is. You could easily just use a banner die, but I didn't want a whole lot of extra red. And I also had to figure out how I was going to put my greetings on here without covering up my images. I didn't want to cover them up too much. So I decided I was going to place them down first where I wanted them, and then I was going to find a spot for my greetings, which I was happy with where I placed them. I really love how these cards turned out. After I got them all finished, I was thinking that they would look really cute if I added some twine. But that would be something that I would probably do before I attached them to the card base. But either way, I think a little bit of twine would have been cute as well. So I'm just using some Simon Says Stamp foam adhesive here to pop up my a couple of these little squares. I only did 2 popped up because I felt like I didn't want to have too much dimension. These are still pretty flat, so you could definitely still mail them out in a regular envelope. I'm also going to pop up the sentiments, and I struggled with this second one. I couldn't figure out a good spot to put it because I didn't want to cover up Santa or anything, so I did end up putting it down here on the bottom, and I really like the placement on that. Turned out pretty good. I really like it. Gonna get this all set up, and I don't have a actual schedule for my series this year. I know like before in the past I've done like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays or something like that. I'm just gonna kind of post whenever I have them done. So it'll be random. So just if you subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell, anytime that I do upload a video, you'll be notified right away whenever it's uploaded, so you don't miss out on anything that I do post. So because I don't have a set schedule, that'll be the best way to know whenever I have a video uploaded. And I might still throw in a couple of fall cards here and there or Halloween ones. I'm still kind of figuring it out. So, but definitely for the Christmas card series, because I know that's a really popular one that I do. If you get notified, you'll know exactly whenever it's uploaded. Next, I'm just going to adhere my little snowflakes down and kind of arrange them where I feel like they look the best. And I'm just using some liquid glue on these. easiest way to do it. I definitely like to leave them up a little bit so they have a little bit of dimension, just to add some interest to the snowflakes. And once I'm happy with the placement on all of those, I am going to go in and add some finishing details. For those finishing details, I am going to go in with a white Jelly Roll pen. Now, with colored pencils, especially the Prismacolor ones that I use, there is a little bit of a film that goes over top of them, so you have to work just a little bit harder to get the white gel pen to go on correctly, but it does go on. You just, like I said, have to work a little bit harder, and I am using a number 10 Jelly Roll pen. They do come in a couple of different sizes, but I feel like the number 10 works the best. So I'm just going in and adding some highlight details to my little critters just to give them some interest and make them stand out a little bit more. It's just one of my favorite things to do with any sort of cartoon character. And I'm also going in and adding some snow in the background, again, to make it look like a snowy scene to go with the snowflakes. I'm just going to go through. There's no right or wrong way to add these, and you could definitely leave out the highlights. You don't have to add those. It's just a personal preference. I don't follow any kind of light sources or anything like that. I just go with what I feel looks the best, and it goes really well with the image. The Santa is probably one of my favorites. If you guys, again, haven't been following for a while, Santa is one of my favorite holiday characters. I really adore him. I have so many different Santa images and statues and all sorts of things throughout my house for the holidays. And above my crafting desk, I actually have a Santa picture that stays up all year long. I never take it down. It's just there to help, give me joy and, kind of help me feel inspired. So there's nothing wrong with Christmas all year long. Christmas stays in my heart all the time. So once I get all of these little details added in, I am going to go in with a Stardust glitter pen. It's similar to this white one, except it is like a shimmery, glittery pen. And it is probably one of my favorite little pens to have on hand because you can add in little details here and there. I'm also going to go in with this Nuvo Drops in Simply White, and add some little snowflakes in the background as well. And I probably should have added those after I adhered them down to my card base because I do that every time. And then I also went in with a black glaze pen and added some little highlights to the little eyes that are already open. And that will finish up these cards for today. I will get these adhered down to card bases once those liquid drops dry. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the like button as well as the subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos here on my YouTube channel. I really hope you enjoyed this first card in my Christmas card series, and I can't wait to share with you the next one. Bye! On screen, I have a few videos that I think you'll enjoy. Please consider hitting the like button as well as the subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos here at my YouTube channel.